What is humoral rotation? So oftentimes a lot of people will play using what I call humoral rotation. Anatomically, this is the right way to say it. However, not many people know what this is. So for some context, in a kinetic chain, every time you have a method of movement, orientation change, or anything of that nature, you want to use it to the best of your ability. So in tennis, there are two different ways you can use your upper arm area. The first way, and the way you should be using the most, is called extension. And that is, if you want to be speaking anatomically, it would be abducting or moving away from the central line of your body. And what this does is it gives you more leverage on whatever you're trying to do. So in this case, we're swinging a racket. This will allow us to generate more kinetic energy by making it to where the lever we're swinging with is longer. However, the other way we can use our upper arm is through what I call humoral rotation, or just rotation. I'm always going to say humoral rotation though, that way it's more easily conveyed to you. But what this is where our arm rotates like this. It may be here, it may be here, like in the serve, it may be here. Now, there's always a time and a place for this, but oftentimes this is overused. So the reason I say this is overused is because oftentimes we will see players do this and then swing like this. And what happens is we don't have the extension where our arm is able to flow freely. Sure, we're using rotation, which is great because it allows us to use some of the muscles in our shoulder a little bit better and allows them to flow more freely without absorbing energy. But the issue is that if we're not allowing the rest of our arm to be whippy and flowy, we are just overusing our shoulder muscles and relying too much on the rotation, which will then end up in pulls or tears in either our supraspinatus or infraspinatus or teres minor. Now, tennis extension. I use that a lot in my strokes. You'll see me oftentimes go here, here, here. The more extension we have, the more power we can get. But if we don't incorporate some kind of humoral rotation, it makes it to where our stroke has to be extremely long. Makes it to where we have a lot more unforced error. So having the perfect combination of humoral rotation and humoral extension or abduction is going to be what gives us the perfect forehand, the perfect backhand, the perfect version of any type of tennis stroke. Subscribe for more anatomy-based tennis facts.